And Joanne, I want to say welcome, but you probably feel like the Media24 building is a second home.
It pretty much feels like that. I mean, the first time I came here, I was 17 years old, and I was just absolutely intimidated by the building, and I still am, but now it's a lot more fun because I get to interact with the people here on a much more personal level.
Now, I would be lying if I said I wouldn't be ticking off a bucket list item after this interview, so thanks so much for taking the time to chat to me today.
So sweet.
But you have really had a fantastic career. I don't want to talk about your TV presenting or the fact that you're Miss South Africa. What I do want to talk about is the fact that you use social media in such an interesting way, a really productive way. It's sort of become a business, a brand extension of who Joanne Strauss is. Why is this digital space so important for you?
I think for me, I've had the privilege of seeing media evolve over the years. I think I came to the Media24 building when Media24 was pretty much still in the early days of its existence, obviously part of NASPAS, etc., and we know the history behind that. But for me, the big thing is to stay relevant. And because I've had such a long industry already in the career, in the media industry, I have to realize that I've got to constantly be moving with my career and making sure that I use all the new tools available to me to actually perpetuate my career. But yes, I've been very lucky to not just produce for television, but to also produce some online properties.
Yeah.
I did my social star competition. I've actually realized I'm going to bring it back again soon. And now I've got my mommy blog, so that's going well.
So balancing it all, I mean, your schedule with Top Billing being quite intense, you're ambassador for a few brands, and of course being a mother. How do you do that? Some see you as a modern day superwoman. Do you think that's correct?
No, actually, you know what the irony is, and I'm going to say this and I'll just give you guys the information, is that my new surname is Health. My husband's Dr. Health. And so now I am officially Joe Health. It's Joe Health.
You see, it's written in the stars.
It's written in the stars. So it's Joe Health. But yes, I do try to. How amazing is that? So no, I do. I'm very lucky. I am literally. I've got my husband's superwoman stamp of approval. Put it to you this way: there's a wonderful saying: "Opportunity dances with those already on the dance floor." I've always got my dancing shoes on and I'm ready. So when there are various opportunities, I'm ready and I'm there. And I do believe that if you give a busy person something to do, they'll get it done. You know, I love being effective. I love being efficient. I love working smarter, not harder. So I'm very strategic about what I do.
You touched on something with regards to the social media space. I think you're one of the celebrities who actually get it right, merging what the content you produce for social media with the sort of presenter or the person you are. What tips do you have for people, especially because there can be so many naysayers online and people are free to say whatever, but they are actually just hiding behind this wall? What tips do you have for those dealing with situations like that?
I think, firstly, yes, you do have trolls online. You do have people who are very negative. I think that's the other thing for me is I never realized how angry a lot of people can be on some social media platforms. Twitter is a very angry space, I've realized, and a very political space. For me, I love different opinions as long as they are substantiated. So pick a fight with me, but substantiate your points.
Yeah.
And I've also realized that you can't really explain something to somebody who doesn't want to listen in 140 characters. So I've realized which battles to fight. Because I think that's an important thing as well, is you can't please everyone. And I've realized that in my 16 years in the media industry, and I don't want to please everyone.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not possible. I'm not about world peace anymore. I handed over the tiara 16 years ago, so no more world peace.
Yeah. I'm really excited you mentioned that Social Stars making a comeback this year. Your involvement with that, it spans over the last few years. Why did you decide to do projects that sort of sources young talent and hones them and sort of gives them the necessary skills to build a career in this media industry?
Because Ronaldo, you guys are the future and I'm an old hag in this industry. The important thing is that you paid forward. And but you paid forward strategically, because I also think, you know, a lot of people ask me for help with mentorship and they're like, yeah, can you help me to point me in the direction? And I think I tweeted this yesterday. I read it somewhere as well, so I forgot to put in the quotes. Yes, but the dream is free, the hustle is sold separately. A lot of people have dreams. Unless you're putting in the effort, it will always remain a dream. So I have my dreams and then I make them a reality. And I'm very blessed to be living my dreams to a certain extent. Not to a certain extent, actually, I'm living my dream.
Fully.
Yeah.
So inspiring. Any tips for those who are sort of wanting to start a career, who want to enter social star when it comes around? What are you looking for?
I think when it comes to social media and when it comes to this era of media is that it's a very democratic place, is that you don't have to wait for a big broadcaster to put out your piece. You don't have to wait for other people to say, okay, I give you permission to put your opinion out there. You can be doing your own thing, and then I find you halfway along your career and I help you. But I'd say to people, put in your effort already. Your success is not my responsibility, it's your responsibility. I can help you maybe because I've got a vested business interest or something like that, but it's not my responsibility to make your dreams come true. You know, it's your dreams. So I'll enable it, and I'll see if there's ways that I can help you. But again, if you're not dancing with opportunity, don't expect me to put on my dancing shoes and carry you to the dance.
Yeah. Well, thank you. You, as I mentioned, ticking off an item on my bucket list. I'm interviewing Joanne Strauss. Best of luck with the Social Star endeavor coming up very soon, and all the other fantastic business ventures you're delving into.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Joanne Strauss on the WeCan24 wrap-up. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and of course our website, www.wecan24.co.za.